Your brain is working against you right now, not because you are broken, not because you are less capable than the people building wealth around you, but because your brain was designed for survival in a world that no longer exists, and that ancient survival programming is costing you your financial future every single day. Welcome back to the Wealth Blueprint. Today, we are going into the science, because understanding why your brain resists wealth is the first step to overriding it. And once you see this clearly, you will never look at your financial struggles the same way again. Let me start with a concept called status quo bias. This is one of the most well-documented phenomena in behavioral economics, and it is probably the single biggest invisible force shaping your financial decisions right now. Status quo bias is your brain's built-in preference for keeping things exactly as they are. Not because things are good, not because change is truly dangerous, but because familiarity feels safe to a nervous system that was built for a world where anything unfamiliar could be a predator or a poison. Think about this for a moment. You have probably set financial goals dozens of times: save more money, start investing, cut unnecessary spending, launch that business idea. And yet here you are, still in a situation that you know you want to change. You read the books, you watch the videos, you feel inspired in the moment, and then something pulls you back to your old patterns like gravity. That pull is not weakness. That is your brain executing its most basic directive: keep the organism alive by keeping things the same. Here is what makes this so devastating in the modern world. Every single action required to build wealth involves doing something unfamiliar. Opening an investment account for the first time. Saying no to an expense your social environment considers normal. Telling your brain to delay a reward today for a larger reward 5 years from now. Each of these actions triggers your brain's warning system because they deviate from the established pattern. And your brain treats that deviation exactly the same way it would treat a physical threat, with discomfort, doubt, and an overwhelming urge to retreat to the familiar. This is the invisible wall that most people never get past. Not lack of information, not lack of opportunity. The wall is neurological. Now let me show you the second piece of the puzzle, because this one is even more uncomfortable. In the 1960s, a researcher named Walter Mischel conducted a famous experiment with young children. He placed a single marshmallow in front of each child and told them that if they could wait 15 minutes without eating it, they would get a second marshmallow. What happened next changed the way scientists understood human behavior. Some children waited, some did not. And when researchers followed up with those same children decades later, the ones who had waited showed dramatically better outcomes across almost every measure of life success: better health, better relationships, higher income, greater financial stability. Delayed gratification. The ability to resist an immediate reward in exchange for a larger future reward. This single capacity, more than intelligence, more than education, more than family background, predicted long-term financial success with remarkable accuracy. And here is the part that matters most for you today. Delayed gratification is not a fixed personality trait. It is a trainable skill. It is a muscle that gets stronger every time you use it. Here is what wealthy people have figured out that most people never do. They have found ways to make delayed gratification feel rewarding in the present moment. They do not just suffer through it. They build systems that give their brains small dopamine hits along the way, tracking net worth, celebrating small investment milestones, visualizing the future they are building in vivid detail. These are not motivational tricks. They are neurological tools that keep the brain engaged with long-term goals in a world that is designed to pull it toward instant reward at every moment. Now let me give you the solution, because this video is not about making you feel hopeless. It is about giving you real tools. The first tool is identity-based change. Your brain does not change behavior easily when you think of a behavior as something you are trying to do. It changes behavior rapidly when it becomes part of who you are. Stop saying, "I am trying to save money." Start saying, "I am someone who builds wealth." Stop saying, "I want to invest someday." Start saying, "I am an investor." This sounds simple. It is not a trivial reframe. Research on identity and behavior change consistently shows that people who adopt a wealth-building identity make fundamentally different decisions than people who see themselves as trying to get out of financial trouble. The identity comes first. The behavior follows. The second tool is environmental design. Your willpower is not enough. No one's willpower is enough when you are fighting against billions of dollars of behavioral engineering designed to make you spend every cent you earn. The solution is to change your environment so that the right behaviors happen automatically. Automate your savings so the money moves before you ever see it. Delete shopping apps from your phone. Remove your credit card from one-click purchase settings. Make the financially destructive behaviors difficult and the financially constructive behaviors easy. You are not fighting your brain, you are redesigning the environment your brain operates in. The third tool is embarrassingly small starts. When people try to change financial behavior, they almost always start too big. They go from saving nothing to trying to save 30% of their income. The brain rejects the disruption as too severe and snaps back to the default. Start with an amount so small it feels ridiculous. Transfer $20 to an investment account this week. Just $20. Not because $20 will make you rich, but because doing it consistently builds the neural pathway that eventually scales to 20,000. The amount does not matter at first. The habit does. The fourth tool is community and accountability. Your brain is a social organ. It is wired to mirror the behaviors and beliefs of the people around it. If everyone in your immediate social circle lives paycheck to paycheck and treats money as something that is always scarce, your brain will default to those same patterns no matter how much you know intellectually. Find people who are building the financial life you want. Watch channels like this one every day. Read books by people who have already built what you are trying to build. You are not just consuming information. You are literally reshaping the social reality your brain uses as its reference point for normal. Here is the bottom line. Your brain is not your enemy. It is doing exactly what it was designed to do: keep you safe, keep you comfortable, keep you in familiar territory. The problem is that building wealth requires the exact opposite. It requires regularly stepping into uncomfortable territory, delaying rewards, and making decisions that feel wrong in the short term because they are right in the long term. The good news is that once you understand the mechanism, you can work with it instead of against it. You can install new defaults. You can rewire your neural pathways. You can transform your brain from the biggest obstacle to your financial freedom into the most powerful wealth-building tool you have. This takes time. It takes consistency. It takes the willingness to feel uncomfortable on purpose. But every person who has ever built real wealth from scratch has done exactly this. They did not have a different brain. They had a different relationship with their brain. Leave a comment below and tell me which of these 4 tools are you going to implement first. Thousands of people are on this journey with you. You are not alone in this. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell, and come back tomorrow. Every video brings you one step closer to the financial life you are building. See you there.